Okay, today we are working on Tuesday, 1/12, January 12th, developing ideas. So you're going to click on that. Okay. If it does not, if you don't see it available, let me go back. If you don't see developing ideas available, it's because you did not finish your introduction. So you need to go back to Hook Introduction, and you need to make sure that you finished writing and following the directions of the introduction, and that you wrote it in your digital writing notebook, your introduction, and then at the top, you're going to click done. Right here on yours is going to say mark as done. You need to have marked it as done. Once you do that, then you will be able to see today's lesson of 1/12, developing ideas. Okay, I can develop the body of a draft that is focused and structured with purpose. I can write using a variety of sentence lengths and patterns to describe and explain with increasing specificity and detail. Now, you are supposed to be doing this as a group. So either the teacher will put you as a group and she can put you in breakout rooms or in groups, or you're going to be doing it by yourself, but it works better if you're working in a group. You guys will decide who is the team leader, and the team leader is going to make a copy. You're going to click on this and make a copy for your group. Once you open it, you're going to click share. This is how you share it with your group. You're going to click share. And then you're going to put people's names. So if Miss Kellison is in my group, I'm going to put her first name. And usually it will write down, you will be able to select their name with their email address. So for example, if I was going to share this with Diego, then there's his name, Diego Rodriguez Diaz. Okay, so to review, you're going to click share. You're going to put the name of the people that are working with you. So if I put Abby, Miss Kellison, and I can click the name. If I put Diego, then I click on his name. Okay, after you've done that, you want them to be able to write on it with you. So you need to change this to editor so that they can write on it. Not just the speech bubble. They need to be able to, not just the speech bubble and not just the I. You need to have them be able to write, edit. And then you're going to click send so that they can see it. Then everybody else is going to go to their Google Drive. They're going to click where it says shared with me, and they will see that you shared that with them. Otherwise, you're working by yourself. Then it tells you, the direction says to go to slide number 10, developing and organizing ideas. In your groups, you will complete the opinion pillar on the next slide by adding detailed sentences to the main idea each sentence is supporting. If you are completing this on your own, add 4 supporting sentences for each main idea. So then we go to page 11, and on the outside of the pillar, you have sentences. You're going to decide where do the sentences go. And if I zoom in, here's the introduction of what somebody else wrote. Are you for or against shut down your screen week? This is a week during which people across the nation agreed to unplug their electronic devices and experience life without the flickering glow of the small screen. In my opinion, we should definitely participate in this event. There's their opinion. It is important that we all learn how electronic entertainment might be affecting our health as well as our ability to be good students and interact with family and friends. Okay? Then they gave 3 main ideas. Their main ideas are health could suffer, like it would be unhealthy. Become better readers and students. That would be another reason. Spend time with family and friends. That would be another reason. And then they have their conclusion paragraph. So you are going to choose sentences from the side, and you're going to click and drag them to where they go. For example, let's read this first one. Another problem is that seeing ads for fast food, sugary cereal, and salty snacks make us crave these unhealthy foods. So, where do you think that could be? Health could suffer, become better readers and students, spend time with family and friends. Since it said unhealthy foods, then it goes under health could suffer. So I just gave you the first one. Now, it says another problem, which means that this sentence, let me scroll to the middle now. This sentence is not going to go first. They're going to talk about other problems, and then they're going to add this sentence. So I'm just going to put it over here on top of this side. So you're going to find 4 things that talk about health could suffer, 4 things that talk about become better readers and students, and 4 things that talk about spending time with family and friends. And then try to put them in an order that would make sense. Then you're going to share it with your teacher. Let me make sure. Yeah, you're going to share it with your teacher so that she can see your work. Okay? That will give you an idea of how to write sentences using the details that you wrote in your notebook in your pillar. So we have already done on page 5, we've already done our topics, our central ideas, and our supporting details. Now you're going to write sentences with these ideas, just like the sentences that this example did. They wrote main ideas and they wrote sentences underneath it. And you're going to write that in your digital writing notebook, which you will find in your Google Drive. So you need to go to your Google Drive, and then you can either click recent, or you can look through the list and find your digital writing notebook. You're going to go to page 6, and we already have our introduction on page 5 from yesterday. And now I am going to write about this information here, the first paragraph. I'm going to talk about food, hot chocolate and crackers, rice ball, churros. Okay? Remember that when I did it, I had thought of some sentences for my introduction, but then I decided that I was going to use these sentences later. So I'm going to take this sentence that I already had, and that's how I'm going to start. I'm going to take it off. I highlighted it, and I hit Control X to delete it out of there, to cut it. And now I'm going to paste it on here. Control V is to paste. And then I'm going to take the line, the cross out line off of it. You don't have to do all of this. Okay. When you're writing a paragraph, you indent the first paragraph. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. If I click 5 spaces, it gets indented. From the moment I stepped into her house, now, because this is the beginning of this sentence, I am not going to put her house. I'm going to put my abuelita's house. From the moment I stepped into my abuelita's house, the aroma of delicious food welcomed me at the door. We always had rice and beans to eat. The best part was the bottom of the rice pot. We call it Big cacao. Abuelita would scrape the toasted rice at the bottom of the pot and roll it into a rice ball in her hands. She made a rice ball for each grandchild. Yum. So you want to, if you can use sentences that talk about sounds or words that talk about sounds, you want to add those to add an interesting part to your writing. So yum is my onomatopoeia. That's called onomatopoeia. Words that make sounds. So I talked about the rice ball. If I go back to my opinion pillar, I was going to talk about hot chocolate and crackers and churros. Okay. So, hot chocolate and crackers. Many mornings I woke up to the delicious breakfast of hot chocolate and crackers. I would smash up the crackers in my hands and sink them in the hot chocolate. At the bottom of the hot chocolate were pieces of melted gooey cheese. Melted gooey cheese squares. But they weren't squares anymore. So that was my breakfast. Notice I'm using words that describe melted gooey cheese, hot chocolate. I can probably add more details, but we'll talk about that later. And then also churros. Snacks were my favorite. Sometimes she fried churros and let us toss them in a bowl of cinnamon sugar. They were awesome, soft and powdery, sugary snack. They were the perfect snack, soft and, oh, I put snack already. They were the perfectly soft and powdery sugary snack. Period. I'm going to powdery sugary because it's 2 words for the snack. So I put a comma there. Okay, so I have one paragraph that gave information and details about these details about the food. You're going to do the same thing with the other paragraphs. You can get started today and we can finish tomorrow, or you can finish all of it today. So today your job is to, on page 6, write paragraphs for each of the paragraphs of the central ideas that you had here. The first sentence tells me the main idea, the central idea. I'm going to be talking about food. And then I gave the details about each of sentences about each of the details. Then I'm going to start the next paragraph. So I hit enter. Click 5. Let me see something. You can also, instead of clicking 5, on your keyboard, next to the letter Q, there's a key called tab button. You can click the tab button and that automatically indents each paragraph. So here I'm going to click enter to go to a new, I'm going to click enter. Look, it already gave me automatically the, when I hit enter, it automatically already gave me the next paragraph. So smart computer. And then I'm going to write the next paragraph. So that's what you're going to do. You're going to write your paragraphs of your body using the details that are in your opinion pillar. When you're done, you are going to click done. At the top of this page on your screen, it's going to say mark as done. When you are done writing for today, the body of your writing in your notebook, you can do 1 paragraph or all 3. We're going to continue working on that part tomorrow, but you need to click mark as done so that tomorrow you can do the next writing assignment.